JARA. Welcome to JARA Garden, Sifting Sands edition. For our peruse in the garden today, we will be overviewing a technique to generate sand from your site. Specifically, this climate in tropical western Ghana, we have a lot of iron-rich clay. We're located near the ocean, and a hard layer of stone under the clay in certain pockets of the site. Perfect for generating sand. I'll go over an easy technique, simple. You just need some type of fine mesh screen and a shovel, something to scoop it with. So I'll keep the introduction brief today so I can show you the contraption I've made, the engineering feat, as you will, to separate sand from your rock or your soil. And as always, thank you for stopping by and have a blessed day. Now, to the sand sifting. Alright, let's take a ganda. Pineapple. These flowers are in bloom too. You can see the mounds of leftover sand, and this is our simple contraption. Let's unpack it. Right now it's covered so rain doesn't fall on it. And as always begins the tradition of watching someone on YouTube do things with one hand, see if nothing goes wrong. Alright, that was simple. There is our mesh screen. Wire mesh is the best. I didn't have access to that at the time, so this is just a length of mosquito net. Old shovel head. Alright, step back a bit, watch my step. There you are. This is the simple sand contraption. So it consists of any mesh screen strapped up however you want. It's easiest vertically with a slight incline. You have a place where your sand's going to go. Recommend a tarp underneath. That way you can easily collect the sand again. Here is our sand from the site. And this is different. This is a mixture of ash and termite soil that I've fired and pounded. This is part of the ingredient for our mortar for the foundation. But I keep it here to keep it out of the rain. And I mix these two together anyway. So it's very simple. I don't have a shovel, so I'll just use my hand. But essentially, you fill your wheelbarrow or any vessel with the soil that you want to mix through. Rocky soil is recommended, clay soil, anything that has a high sand content. And I'll go over a test on how you can figure that out for yourself. So where we dug out our foundation, there was a lot of rock, clay, soil. So I'm just using that to put in a wheelbarrow, take it over, dump it here. And all you do, I'll demonstrate it, best with a shovel. You shovel some of the sand and you throw it against the screen. And this here, because the mosquito net can be structurally weak compared to wire, I have this here so that when you throw the sand, that here doesn't put weight on the net, and that way the net doesn't tear. Sometimes you get heavy rocks or things. Now, the process seems slow, but it just takes about 3 shovelfuls and you start generating a lot of sand. It's actually a very good method to get sand if you need it on site. And then as it falls, the fine particles go through the mesh. The more medium-sized ones stop abruptly near the top, and the heavier ones roll down. So then you can simply scoop these out. And this is great for any type of fill you need. A lot of rocks in here, different things. So we'll use this to put beneath our poly tank, our water tank. And you just keep sifting. Now the test to make sure this is actual sand instead of soil, do a jar test. You take any jar that you can see into, use about half of your sand, put it in, half water, shake it up, and then let it sit for about 4 or 5 hours. What that will do, after 4 to 5 hours when you check it, if it's sand, it will be heavy and fall to the bottom. If it's soil, it'll float on top of the water, and then you have a layer of water in the middle. So do that test after you sift some sand, and that'll tell you if you actually have sand or not, or if it's just soil. It's a simple video today. This method is working very well. The only downside is it's labor intensive. So it's not as bad as carrying rocks up a mountain or digging hard things. But for us, we're in a very rural spot and it's hard to get certain materials out here without totally breaking the bank. So if you have a all right. JARA bless. Wish you good fortune and the realization of all your dreams.